Joining us today to discuss the trade escalation measures between China and the European Union is Wadah Al Taha, economic expert. Thank you, sir, for joining us on the Economic Bulletin.
Thank you for having me.
To what extent could the trade tensions between China and the EU escalate, especially given the anti-dumping measures and tariffs being taken?
In fact, this is a postponed problem. It was expected to rise probably 2-3 years back, but due to the heavy production by China, especially in the EV, this what probably really trigger the problem. The EVs it's significantly important in terms of contribution and the GDP of a growing sector in China. Especially China is also suffering from having problems and obstacles in the growth of the GDP for 2025. EU, I think they have to take their protective measures for the electric vehicles, and this is why I think that they have put some additional, let's say, barriers in front of the Chinese products, and to protect the European production in this sector. It's not only some sectors are really significant, relatively significant, really. So basically, this kind of escalation, it will not end to one sector. Probably it's some sort of it'll turn to another sectors, just like a contamination into some other sectors, important sectors. Maybe electric sectors also it'll be involved. And China is trying to protect the export due to based on the international trade convention that's signed by all the countries, including EU. This is a problem, as you know. It happened during the President Trump period, which created a lot of problems between United States.
Yes, you spoke a little bit about the motivations behind the European Commission's pursuit for tariffs, and China is doing the same as a tit-for-tat move. But do you think that this, as you spoke, like Donald Trump's era, started the protectionism idea with the different continents having these ideas? Do you think that this is harmful in general, not just for the Chinese economy or the European economy, but for the world?
Well, I mean, it is just like a spiral problem. It's just like a spiral problem. It's not affecting two parties, but it's also affecting some other parties gradually. But to be honest with you, if you just try to find out the origin of this problem, it's the EU. Since 2 years at least, they are suffering from the cost of energy, increasing cost of energy due to the Ukrainian-Russian war. The cost of energy, especially the diesel, has increased significantly, maybe 400%, and this affects the CPI of the European citizen. So basically, they would like to find an exit for this problem. They cannot use the energy to solve this problem because they cannot compete with the Russian energy. So I think this is what they are trying to do. They are trying to search for an exit to this problem and try to find some other sectors where they can do some contribution in a way to protect these type of emerging sectors like the EV, especially in Germany.